Howdy folks, welcome back. Today we're going to be testing out very first shots with the Bear Creek Arsenal 7.5 inch 223 Wylde upper I just got in. And yes, I paid full price for this with my own money. And we're going to take our first shots, get zeroed in on the little piece of paper, and then just kind of plink around if it survives. So let's load up here, we'll get into it. Real quick, we've just got this 7.5 inch Bear Creek Arsenal upper. I just built this lower, got a new pistol brace, and we're going to be running all this. Has never been test fired, so let's see if she runs. We're going to be starting out with some 62 grain ball ammo, just some middle of the road mild charges I've reloaded. Got a click. Looks like maybe a light primer strike. Two potential light primer strikes. I'm going to put these two back in the magazine and we'll try them again. Alrighty. So we had those two failures to feed. Could have been a reload, could have been a light primer strike. We have heard of issues with firing pins, but so far we've got 20 to go off. Let's load up and try again. Let's try again. Okay, that was weird. We got to lock back, but our very last case didn't come out of the chamber there. Let's make sure there's nothing sitting in our barrel. Okay, so we're clear, no barrel obstructions. I've just never seen the case left sitting on top of the empty magazine when it locks back. Seems like our zero was a bit to the right. I was struggling to hit our little MGM popper over there, but I'm gonna try and rest off the tree here and we'll hit our paper and see where we're at. And hey, we actually have 4 powers of magnification to use. Yeah, we're about 2 inches to the right. I'm a massive jackass and moved the wrong direction like usual. So far the carbine buffer with the carbine spring and all that fun stuff is running just fine. I was worried about having to find a different buffer weight or spring configuration or whatever to make it run. Seems to be okay for the most part. Oh, that's close enough for government work. Let's run it. Too much magnification. Full lock back. Perfect. All right, so this is my last magazine. We're obviously way over gassed, but it is cycling, it is locking open. Let's go ahead and back up the hill to 50 yards there, and then we'll plink a little more. So we're at 80 rounds so far, if you've been keeping track, and everything's been functioning fine, other than that one that kind of didn't eject at the end. And from the very first magazine, we had 2 failure to fire, but maybe the firing pins freed up from whatever gunk might have been in there, who knows. But we're gonna run one more from up here and see if it's any accurate at all. By accurate, I mean, can I hit the steel plate today on this given day in this weather and conditions? Aside from our gas being way over gassed, so far so good. We got a few left. Can we keep them all on that MGM popper at the back? You probably can't even see it, can you? Oh, you might be able to see it, but not with me standing in the way. Got a hit on the last round and we locked her open. Got a little nice chunk of brass there from probably coming off of the somewhat jagged feed ramps inside the upper. But as you saw, aside from those couple little gaps at the very beginning, we just ran over 100 rounds. All right, so I know there's a ton of hate about Bear Creek and quality control and all this fun stuff, but you gotta know what it is when you're getting into it. It's literally a range toy. This is just for blasting and fun. It's not for the bedside. It's not the duty gun. It's not for any of that. It's literally for me hitting steel targets in my backyard for fun. So if you can go into this with that assumption and knowledge, then you shouldn't ever be disappointed if it's running, right? Now, if there is quality control issues, firing pins breaking, gas block not set or drilled or tapped, or the port isn't the right diameter. We've all heard of these issues and whatnot. I've actually had 2 uppers with similar problems. Sent them right back. Customer service sent me call tags. Shipping was taken care of. I got them back within a week. So if you can deal with all that going into it, knowing you might get a lemon, there's absolutely, can't say there's absolutely nothing wrong with these, but my experience, this is my 4th Bear Creek Arsenal upper. So far, pretty satisfied. I know we've only done 100 rounds at this point, so a further, more in-depth, long-term review is sure to come over the summer here. I'm going to try and run the heck out of it. I got to do a couple load workups for some 50 grain frangible loads so I don't just destroy my steel. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, guys. Make sure to check out dummyroundreloading.com for other reviews and articles and fun stuff like that. You can check out the Component Hunter and find some of your favorite ammo or reloading components you might not have known was in stock at certain places, so go and check that out. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.